Okay, good morning, class. Discuss ko ngayon is the cash flow statement natin. This is our activity sheet 5. Um, Ito yung binamigay natin last time. At sabi niyo, kailangan natin ng discussion, ng more further discussion. So ngayon, let's discuss yung laman ng activity sheet. So sa activity sheet, ang page, okay, ang ating discussion is about the ABM FABM 12-IFN tsaka 11. So, ito yung gagawin natin. So, ngayon, you will answer the pre-test. Ito. You'll answer the pre-test. Ayan. Okay. So, ang pre-test natin ay we have 6 4. Okay, we have 15 questions, okay? And then this is the review for the previous lesson, jumbo letter, okay? Owners of the corporation, sino? And then, temporary account to recruiter asset was withdrawn from the business. Ayan. You answer this one, jumbo letters lang to. Dito nyo ilalagay sa ko. Or, ilagay nyo sa inyong yellow paper. And then, sa 6 naman is the activity or the motivation natin. Okay. Let's go to the motivation. From the pool of words inside the box, tell whether if it increases or decreases the cash of the company. Write the word inside the appropriate arrow. Okay, ito. For example, sales. Nag-i-increase ba ang cash nito o nag-decrease ang cash? Diba? Withdrawals. Ano ba? Nag-i-increase ba ang cash o nag-decrease ang cash? Purchase. Nag-i-increase ang cash o nag-decrease ang cash? Investment. Nag-i-increase ba ang cash o nag-decrease ang cash? Income. Nag-decrease ba ang cash o nag-i-increase? Okay, malito. Ang discussion natin dito is yung pagpasok at paglabas ng pera, the cash itself. Cash, yung kasi talagang tangible na cash, yung pera ninyo na cash. So, example, sa sales, pag nagbenta ka, ano pumapasok sa'yo? Of course, pera. So ngayon, ano ba? Nag-increase ba ang cash o nag-decrease ang cash? It means, kung pumasok ang pera, mag-i-increase ang cash. And then sa withdrawals naman, pag nag-withdraw ka, owner's drawing. So ano yon? Lalabas, di ba? Mababawasan ng pera mo. So mag-decrease ang cash. Purchases. Pag nag-purchase ka, ano papasok sa'yo? Goods. Pero ano mawawala sa'yo? Of course, cash. So, magdi-decrease ang cash kahit na may pumasok na purchase. Kasi ang kapalit ng cash naman is purchase. Ibig sabihin ng purchase, goods yon. So, then, investment. Pag bumili ka ng lupa, ano papasok sa'yo? Land. Papasok sa'yo, lupa. Ano naman ang mawawala? Of course, cash. So, magdi-decrease ang cash mo. Bakit magdi-decrease ang cash mo? Kasi syempre, lalabas ka ng pera. Paano bibili yung investment kung di ka magdi-decrease ng cash, di ba? How about income? So, income is sales din yun. Part of the sales yun na less na yung mga expenses. So, pag pumasok ang income, mag-i-increase ang cash mo. Kasi pera yun na papasok sa'yo. So, huwag kayong malito regarding the increase in cash and the decrease in cash. Isipin ninyo, ano ba ang pumasok at ano ba ang lumabas? Ano ba nag-debit, ano ba ang nag-credit sa negosyo ninyo? So, what pertaining lang dito is cash lang. Ano mawawala at papasok. Kasi kaya nga, sinabi natin ay cash flow statement statement of cash flow ng inyong negosyo. So, this is the processing questions niyo. Ito yung dapat ninyong isipin. What are the things that may increase company cash flow? Ano sa tingin ninyo na pwedeng mag-increase ang company cash flow? B. What factor decrease cash flow? Ano ba ang pwedeng makadecrease ng cash flow ng isang kumpanya? Letter C. What are the causes of business bankruptcy? So, ano ba ang nagiging cause? Bakit nababankrupt ang business? So, isipin nyo yan. Okay. Mag-isipan nyo. Ano ba ang mga nakaka-increase ng cash? Based doon sa motivation natin, diniscuss, ano ba nakapag-increase ng cash ng isang kumpanya? Di ba napili natin si sales? Di ba? Napili natin si income. Okay. Dahil itong dalawa ang nakapagpa-increase ng ating cash dahil pumapasok ang pera. What factor decrease cash flow naman? Ano ba yung nakadecrease ng cash flow natin? Noong nag-withdraw ka ng pera mo, noong bumili ka ng purchases mo, at noong nag-invest ka. Okay, nung bumili ka ng lupa or bumili ka ng ano in-invest mo doon. Okay. And then, what are the causes of business bankruptcy? Ano nagiging bankruptcy mo? Ang nakakapag-bankrupt is yung palagi ka nag-withdraw. And then, nag-i-invest ka sa maling investment. And then, you are over-purchasing. Kumbaga, mababa naman ang demand, but you are oversupply. So, yun na nagiging cause din kung bakit nagkakaroon ng business bankruptcy. So, ngayon, pag-isipan natin yung mga bagay-bagay nito. Okay, you decide on your own kung ano ba, kung tama ba ang ating mga sagot. But, tandaan ninyo, sa cash flow, okay, laging sales at income lang ang nakaka-increase ng cash natin. But these three, okay, they are decreased in cash. Okay. But, sa investment pala, sa investment pala is, depende sa investment yan, kung ano ini-invest mo. Okay. Sa investment, pwede ring two-way, pwede mag-increase in cash, pwede rin mag-decrease ang cash mo. Sa investment, for example, additional investment. Nag-additional investment ka, nagdagdag ka ng additional cash investment, increase in cash yun. Pero kung additional investment na, for example, lupa, hindi cash yun. Okay. Pag investment, pwede rin mag-increase in cash mo kung cash ang ipapasok mo. Sa investment naman, may tendency additional investment, kaso inutang mo. Diba? Inutang mo sa bank. Okay. Additional increase in cash pa rin yun. But, sooner, magdi-decrease ang cash mo dun dahil you are paying the payable. Okay. So, next. Let's go to the discussion of the topic. Okay. Sabi dito, sa cash flow statement provides analysis of inflows or outflows ng iyong cash from the operating, investing, and financing activities. So, ito lang po ang kasama sa cash flow statement. The operating, the investing, and the financing activities lang po. Ayon kay Deloitte Global Service Limited 2015. Okay. The cash flow statement or the CFS provides the net change in the cash balance of a company for a period. So this helps owners see if their revenues are actually translated to cash collections or if they have enough cash inflows in order to pay any maturing liabilities. So ito po yung dahilan why you need cash flow statement. Kasi kung wala kang cash flow statement, ang mangyayari is hindi mo makikita kung may enough ka bang cash na ipambabayad mo sa mga liabilities mo. Okay? Or meron ka bang enough cash na makokolekta pa from your receivables. So, ganito ang paggawa ng cash flow. Okay? So, lalagay nyo muna sa yung title, the owner or the company, Learning is Fun Company, and then cash flow statement for the year ended December 31, 2016. Okay, natin na. Okay. So, tingnan natin dito. Ano una? Tandaan ninyo ito pagkakasunod-sunod niya. No? Ang una is the cash flow from operating activities, and then the cash flow from investing activities, and then the cash flow from financing activities. Okay, tatlo yan. Sabi nga natin dito, we have three, the operating, the investing, and financing. Ganyan po pagkakasunod-sunod niyan. Title, cash flow from operating activities. Ano ba yung mga cash flow na nanggagaling sa operating activities? So, the receipt from customers, yung mga benta mo. So, meron po siyang receipt from the customers, 1 million. And then, payment to suppliers and employees, kasi magbabayad ka. Okay, 700,000. So, bakit may open and close parenthesis? Dahil magdi-decrease. Dahil mababawasan. So, kapag niles mo yung receipt from customers and payment to suppliers and employees, that will be your net cash generated by operating activities. So, sabihin, ito na lang po yung natitirang cash mo out of that operating activities. Okay, next. Ano po yan part by part yan isang part to. Okay, part 2. Kayo malilito isang part yan. Then part 2, cash flows from investing activities. Okay, ano ba invest natin? Kasi nasabi ko kanina na nababawasan kasi nga bumili siya. Pumasok ang property and equipment. Purchase of property and equipment, lumabas ang cash niya. So, magkaiba po to. Huwag nyo siyang pakikilaman kasi ibang activities to. So, nasa cash flow for investing activities tayo. So, purchases of property and equipment, negative 150,000. Bakit? Open close parenthesis. Kasi nga lalabas. So, wala nang i-add, wala nang i-minus. So, magiging net cash use in investing activities, 150,000. I-rewrite mo lang siya dun sa baba. Kasi magkaiba. Kasi iba to, iba ito. So, this is for the investing activities only. So, open and close parenthesis pa rin na 150,000. Pero ibababa mo lang siya para makuha mo yung net cash use in investing activities. And then third, pangatlong hati na tayo. The cash flows from financing activities. Ano ba yung mga cash flow from financing activities mo? Sabi financing, ito yung mga ito yung mga withdrawal mo, ito yung mga babayaran mo loan, o ito yung mga loan na nakuha mo sa bangko, or additional investment. Yan. So sa long term, sa cash flows from financing activities, meron tayong long-term loan from a bank. So, nangutang tayo sa bangko, we have 300,000. And then, we have the additional investment from owner, nagdagdag si owner, may pera siya, may pasarili siyang pera, nagdagdag siya ng 100,000 ulit sa negosyo niya. And then, withdrawals by the owner. So, nag-withdraw siya, naubusan siguro ng pera, so, nag-withdraw siya ng 80,000. So, isang magkaiba to dito sa dalawa na to. So, ito ay yung part 3. So, ang gagawin niyo sa part 3 ay, i-add nyo to, and then i-add, i-minus. For example, 300 plus 100, 400,000, minus 80,000, 320,000. Okay. So, yun yung net cash generated by financing activities mo. So, that is 320,000. Kung mapapansin nyo, guys, yung mga sagot ko, okay, out of the three activities, yung operating, yung investing, at yung financing, yung sagot, nilalagyan na single line. Ayan, no? Bakit nilalagyan na single line? Para hindi kayo malito na darating na at the end of the cash flow statement, ito yung mga i-add at i-minus nyo. Yung mga total ninyo from the three activities. So, tingnan natin. 300, okay, minus 150,000, 150,000 na lang. Gamit tayong calculator, ha? Gamit tayong calculator. 300 minus 150,000, so 150,000 na lang. And then, you add 320, 150, plus 320, magiging 470,000. Okay? So that will be your net increase in cash and cash equivalent. So that is 470,000. Okay, ngayon, that will be your net increase in cash and cash equivalent. So then add cash January 1, 2016, 100,000. Okay. 100,000. Ayan. Kasi meron kang cash noong ng January 1. Ano yun? Prior dun sa ano mo yon, doon sa accounting doon sa mga transaction mo before, si January 1 eh. Kasi December 31, end na ng month. Eh di ba, nung January 1, meron kang beginning cash balance, which is 100,000. So, i-add mo yon. I-add mo yung beginning cash balance mo noong January, so 470,000 plus 100,000, okay? Ang total mo ay 580,000. That will be your cash December 31, 2016. That is your ending cash balance na magiging cash mo for January 1, 2017 na. For the next period, for the next year. So, ganun po ang pagko-compute ng cash flow statement. Tandaan nyo, there are 3 activities. Sa 3 activities na yon, hindi yon dugtong-dugtong. Computing nyo kada activities, and then kapag nakuha nyo yung mga net cash generated nila, lalagyan na single line. Okay, pag nilagay na single line, that's the time na i-compute nyo na ninyo para makuha yung net increase in cash and cash equivalents. Okay. Then after that, kukunin ninyo yung beginning cash balance ninyo noong 2016. Tinan nyo kung nung year. So, 100,000. I-add ninyo yon, and that will be your ending cash balance yun ng December 31, 2016. Okay. So, ganun po ang paggawa ng cash flow statement. So, next is, okay, tingnan natin dito. Okay. So, therefore, okay, receipt from customer, the following formula, ayan, account receivable, ito yung mga sinasabi natin, no? Tandaan ninyo, collection siya mga yan, o ending balance. Bali, magiging ganito lang magiging tsura niyan. Kukunin mo yung beginning balance and then will be the ending balance. Tandaan nyo, receipt from customer, cash yan. And then payments to supplier and employees naman, okay, naman yan, negative yan, credit yan, mababawasan. Okay. And then differentiate the direct and indirect approach of the CFS. Direct, the operating cash flow section of the CFS under direct method would show each major class of gross receipts and gross cash payment. So yon, direct yon. Indirect naman, the operating cash flow section of CFS under the indirect method will reconcile the net income loss of the company with the total cash flow generated using operating by adjusting the net income loss for effect of non-cash transaction. Ito yung mababawasan na yung cash mo dahil meron kang net loss. Okay, the next. Different parts of the cash flow, na-discuss ko na yan. Okay. Tandaan niyo yan, yung mga parts na discuss ko sa inyo kanina, lalo na don't forget the single rule para at least makuha ninyo yung ito para alam niyo na ito yung mga i-add niyo. So yun po yung cash flow. So tingnan natin yung next page sa page 10. Ay, ano pa yung kasunod ng page 10? Let's go to the page 10. 9. Nasa ng page 10? 13. Okay. Page 7. Okay, sa 10. Okay, tandaan niyo to sa meron dito. Tandaan niyo to, increase in current assets deducted to net income, mga account receivable at saka prepaid expense. Okay. Ma-prepaid expense yan, nagdi-decrease yung cash niyan. Tatandaan niyo yung mga yan. Decrease in current asset added to net income, mga account receivable na binayaran na. Okay. And then, ito, increase in current liabilities naman kapag, syempre, yung mga accounts payable tsaka unearned income. Okay. Accounts payable, increase in cash but decrease net income. Ito naman, kapag unearned income, increase cash naman siya. Okay. But doesn't change the net income. Tan yun. And then, decrease in current liabilities deducted to net income naman yan. Accounts payable, decrease cash but doesn't change the net income. Unearned income increases revenue, which increases net income, but it's not a cash transaction. So, yung unearned income, it's not a cash transaction. Okay, so ano yan? Kasama. So, next, the independent activities natin. Okay? So, you answer it true or false. Just read it. And then we have the 11. Nasa 11 ko. 7. Yeah. And then 11 naman, the written work test. Okay. Number, right 0, if the is F. Kung finance activities, I. Kung investing activities. So, ano ba kahalaga ng written work nito? Okay, kahalaga niyan is how you will know the parts of the cash flow statement. Alam nyo kung ma-distinguish kung ano ba yung nasa investing activities, ano ba yung nasa operating activities, tsaka sa financing. Okay. Then number 12. Number 12 is ito, sa written work task. Okay, you create another cash flow statement using this following transaction. Ayan. Yan ang mga following transaction natin. Okay. And then, compute for the net cash flow by using the operating activities. Is the given above, compute the net cash flow generated by using investing activities. And using the given above, compute the net cash flow generated and used in financing activities. So, ang magiging pattern nyo dyan is ang magiging pattern nyo ay yung diniscuss ko kanina. So, that will be your pattern. Yung diniscuss ko po kanina na cash flow activity. And then, ito naman po ang gagawin ninyo as then meron din post-test after the process, the enrichment activities. You answer this and it will be your performance test. Performance nyo to. Yung enrichment activities ninyo. So, you answer this one in a separate sheet of paper and then you entitle it enrichment activities. So, ang magiging format niyan is kamukha din nung diniscuss ko kanina cash flow statement. So, I guess that would be my discussion. So, if you have any questions, you just message me. So, kung may iba pa po yung question, kindly message me na lang po. Okay, class, goodbye and thank you. Keep safe, everyone.